Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Kenny. Back with another video, back with some more small talk. I hope my kings, my wolves are doing good. I'm gonna get straight into this video and it's more of a, I just wanna have an intimate chat with you guys, man. I just wanna have a proper talk because a lot of us are struggling with semen retention. A lot of us are struggling with being a nice guy. A lot of us are struggling with temptation from women, be it on the porn sites, masturbation, maybe spilling our seed too easily, chasing women. A lot of us are struggling with temptations, maybe it be on Instagram, on the social medias. And at some point, I just feel like at some point we just got to ask ourselves, when are we just going to want more for ourselves as men? When are we going to want more for ourselves as men? When is enough enough? Whenever I've made a change in my life, it's always come down to me just being like, enough is enough. When I wanted to change my body, it was because enough was enough. Like I was tired of looking in the mirror and seeing this guy that was out of shape. I was tired of wearing my clothes and it not fitting the way I wanted it to fit. I was tired of just not having control, feeling like I wasn't having control over my life. I was tired of being in a job that I hated. I was tired of people telling me what to do and just not saying no. I was tired of being a nice guy, tired of being friend zoned, tired of getting the wrong the outcome that I didn't want with women. I was tired of just getting anxiety and erectile dysfunction and performance anxiety and being scared around women because I was just fapping and watching porn all the time. I was tired of living in my lower self. I was tired of not achieving. I was tired of not propelling my life forward. I was tired of procrastinating. And maybe some of you guys are going through this now. Maybe you've been through it before. Like, aren't you tired of just being just stuck in the same place? Aren't you tired of being a slave to your sexual urges? Like, don't you want to see where you could go? And particularly to the guys that are struggling with masturbation and porn. Like, aren't you tired of literally giving your life force away to a computer screen or to your phone screen? Like, does your life force not mean more to you than that? Like, because I think sometimes we've got to strip it all the way back. Strip it all the way back and think about what it is that you truly want. Like, what is it that you truly want in life? Like, is this actually what you want? You may have started semen retention and you're getting these urges, right? You're getting these urges. You want to watch porn. You want to masturbate. But ask yourself, like, how much value do you put on your life? Like, how much is my potential worth? Is this worth it? Is this few seconds worth it? Is just because I want to get this sensation, just because I want to see this girl on this site, is that worth it? Is that worth your potential? Is that worth your dreams? Is that worth you overcoming all these obstacles and actually being a man, actually having that life force energy in you? Is that few seconds of pleasure, is that worth it? That's what you need to ask yourself. And look around at men. Just go out on a walk and look around and just to look at the state of men. Just look around. Maybe you've got family members who are in relationships, in marriages. Look around, because most people aren't living in, most men aren't in situations that are fulfilling them. And look at that, and is that what you want? Is that what you want? Because the bottom line is that if you want a different result from all these other guys, if you genuinely want to be fulfilled, if you want to have actual respect from your woman, if you actually want to defeat this and actually have what it takes to fulfill your potential in this earth, if you want all of that, if you want all of this, you've got to play a completely different game to what everybody else is playing. Most men are playing a game of lust. Most guys are controlled by their lust, and that's the reason why most guys can't achieve much, because their sexual energy, their life force, that thing that's been given to them by the Most High, that can create a whole new being when it's combined with an egg. Most people take that life force and they put it into sex. And even if they're trying to, you know, improve in life and trying to become something great, they're doing it for sex. They're doing it for women. So they end up just getting to a point and then spilling their seed and getting back to that cycle. They never truly transcend that cycle. They never truly transcend that cycle. So if you want to transcend that cycle, you've got to play a completely different game. You've got to play a completely different game. You have got to try your best. Not even try, you have got to conquer your sexual energy, bro. Because none of these guys are doing it out here. And that's for good reason, because it's difficult. Make no mistake about it. But it can be done. It can be done. And when you see guys achieve greatness, when you see guys achieve different levels of consciousness, operate on a different frequency, most of them will accredit it to them using their sexual energy and putting it somewhere. So how valuable do you see your life? Like, are you worth that? Are you worth that? We've got to start valuing our seed more. We've got to start valuing our potent life force more than just a few seconds, than just putting it on a girl because she looks good. Or just masturbating because we feel like we have those urges. Like you've got to internalize that you want more out of life. You've got to internalize that you are here for a reason. And that reason is so much more important than how you feel. It's so much more important than an urge, because we're all gonna get urges, bro. Of course we're all gonna have urges, man. We're all gonna have urges. I'm in a relationship, so of course I have urges. But I want this more than I want that pleasure. I want to lead by example more than I want that 2 minutes of pleasure. I want my purpose. I want to fulfill my purpose more than I want to fulfill that 2 minutes of pleasure. So I let the lady in my life know that this is what is important to me. This is where we're going, not just for my benefit, but for yours as well. Because I want to build an empire. And I know that I can't build an empire if I'm continuously spilling the very life energy that God gave me. Like, you can't have it both ways. So you have to choose. You have to choose, bro. You have to choose. So the moral of this story, what I'm trying to get at is, what are you here for, bro? Ask yourself what you're here for. Some of us need to ask ourselves some critical questions. Go deep within yourself and ask yourself, like, have you got what it takes? Like, do you want this bad enough? Do you want to transcend bad enough? Do you actually want to become something in this life? And if you want to become something in this life, sacrifice is a given. Sacrifice is a given. Suffering is a must, bro. You're going to suffer either way. So you've got to choose your suffering. Are you going to suffer and not get respect from women? Are you going to suffer and not fulfill your potential? Are you going to suffer and continue in a loop of being in a low frequency and not understanding why you're not where you are in life and complaining everything and everybody for where you are? Being a slave to your urges, knowing that you're actually beating your meat behind closed doors, telling your subconscious that you're not actually good enough to do this with a real woman? Or are you going to suffer from actually doing the work? Suffer from actually denying your flesh? Suffer from doing what it takes to become a man of high value? Suffer and do the work to fulfill your potential in whatever field it is that your line of excellence is. What way are you going to suffer? And if you feel like your life is meaningful enough, if you feel like you're here for a reason, you will always choose the latter, bro. You will always choose the latter. I hope this resonates with you, man. I hope this resonates with you. Always think about what it is you're doing when you're about to spill your seed, when you're about to watch the porn, when you're about to, jerk off or whatever. Or when you're lusting after a woman. Always ask yourself, what's the deeper meaning behind this? How is this benefiting my life? And if you always ask yourself that question, you'll always be in a trajectory to greatness, bro. Alright, so I hope this resonated with you. I hope you liked and felt this video. If you want to me to talk about anything, let me know in the comments and I'll do so. Alright, let's keep on retaining kings. Let's strive for greatness and being that 1%. Alright, so remember, whatever you do, you got to get it by any means necessary. And remember, as always, you got to grind to shine. I love you guys. See you in the next video. Peace.